Hello everybody, my name is Thick Sand, and today I'm going to be covering an entire biome in moss blocks. Now, I'm not sure which biome it's going to be yet. I was thinking, maybe a mountain or something. But first things first, I need to actually get some moss. So, let's get back into my, actual armor. And I need to figure out which biome. Yeah. Alright, so the first option is this here. And looking at this now, this is actually a little bit too big. I was thinking it would be more of a drastic change between, like the moss and the stone. But I think this is, far too big of an area. So this is ruled out. I wonder if I can find any shipwrecks out on the shore over here, because I did reset a lot of the chunks from 117. Oh, we've got a geode here. Oh, this is a big geode too. Alright, that's great. We gotta mark this. It's kind of weird with the banner names on the map, in that the longer you make it, the smaller it actually shows up as. Oh, that's not even on this map. Okay, after a lot of flying, as you can probably tell from how filled in this map is, I've found my first shipwreck. Now, will it have moss? Because that would be a dream. That would make it so much shorter. Ah! Oh yeah, heading on to it already. That's me. Oh, another shipwreck. Alright, let's get that. Let's get that. Chest, give me the moss. No! Oh, hey! Oh, I was planning on doing like a wee montage where I just kept not getting it, but that's so lucky. We got hella poisonous potatoes too. What type of stew is it? Let's find out. Oh, I think it was a saturation one. That's lucky. Fun fact, saturation suspicious stew is technically the best food in the game, because it fills up the most saturation and the most hunger. But I guess it's unstackable, so that kind of makes it bad. But you can also get it reliably from the brown mushrooms, so there's that. So there you go. If someone ever tells you to eat golden carrots, stick 'em with that factoid. Okay, so quite the situation has developed. I didn't even think this was possible, but there's a ghast in my storage room. Now, I know they are one hit from my bow, but also all of the item frames in there are one hit from it, so this will be interesting. Oh, thank God. Okay, we really gotta spawn proof this. I guess it's... Both these are solid blocks, actually. Oh my God. I'm lucky that hasn't happened before. Oh, I can't put one on there. How do I spawn proof that from ghasts? See, I either block this, or I create a ghast killing contraption in place here somewhere. The second one sounds a lot more fun. Plus, yeah, I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that chest. Alright, let's do that. Alright, this should be dead simple. I removed one chest from there, and I replaced it with a dispenser with just some arrows in it. And I'm going to stick this button on the other side aligned with that. So I think that's like, what, here? Yeah, there we go. So I'll press this a couple times just to see where they land. Hopefully it doesn't knock out too many of the item frames. Although the room is literally covered with them, so I'd be surprised if it doesn't get one or two. Oh man, it got so many. Alright. Well, what did we knock out? We knocked out acacia. Alright, this is the wood types. I honestly never fill these because I've got the wood, shulker in here. Alright, so I haven't settled on an area yet, but just to show you, this will be as good as any. Get rid of that risk. So, from my understanding, we just put down this moss block here, and we bone meal it. And then the moss just spreads. And you can do that effectively infinitely. So let's just spread this a little bit. This is once again, this will not be the moss biome, but you'll be able to get, a little taster of what the process is gonna be. Just running around with a whole lot of bone meal. And also something I'd like to do, which probably not all of these little trees, since there are a lot more than I thought there would be. But when I grow up all these azalea trees, and aren't these so pretty? Though the moss doesn't change color in the different biomes, this grass does. So I might want to do it in something a little prettier than one of these. Okay, so I've been flying around for a little bit now, and I think I found a nice little area. It's not too little though, which is part of why it's good. And it's that little plains biome, which my cursor's pointing to right now. Yeah, here it is. Now, I think it'll be pretty good. I'll obviously have to cover up some of these holes. But, you know, nice size, and it'll be a good, like, transition. Because all that around it is, like, a different color. And, you know, this grass. Plains grass. You can't go wrong with plains grass. Alright. I mean, theoretically, this should be all I need. Let's crack on and make this a very luscious biome then, shall we? Oh, okay, I think I've run into the first issue. I don't think that it can spread onto where that stuff is. Now, I'm just gonna check this theory. Yeah, no matter what you do, it can't spread onto where there's grass. Oh, that complicates this. I guess maybe a mountain biome wouldn't be such a bad idea after all. Because then I don't have to deal with any of this grass, I think. Oh, that does have the grass. It's a bad color though. Ah. So as it stands, my options are to go through and destroy every single bit of grass in this biome. And then go through and moss it all up again. Do it as I go, or try and find a biome that I won't run into, like, either of these issues. Which, I don't really think one exists. Alright, I have acquired some water. Let's find out if this actually works. Oh, it does. That's perfect. I know water is kind of weird with it, like it'll, like, flow off the edge if you put it too close. But this should work. Okay, I have a grind. Let's get to it. Alright, I have done a small portion of this plains biome in the kind of fashion that I'd like to do the rest of it. And I'm thinking maybe a bit more sparsely populated trees, because although I'm kind of missing one around here somewhere. This is maybe a bit much. I don't know, maybe it's too little. Maybe I want more of a roofed forest type of vibe. But I really like what I've got going on here. And I was definitely right about this plains grass. It wasn't that much of a pain to get rid of. And oh, missed a bit. I do think that these bees over here are gonna absolutely love all of this flowering azalea. As they have flowers now, but you've got no tree flowers. You don't know what you're missing yet. But yeah, before we do any more of this, since we're new chunks, there's a bit of a project that I'd like to start on over here, which is an amethyst farm. Now, I don't want to make one automatically, because then I couldn't work on this and still use the fortune, which increases it by so much. So I just need to go underground or in the sea over there, find as many geodes as I can. And I don't want to use chunk base, because I'm just trying not to in this one, because I very much like the aesthetic of all these maps. We'll have to see. Let's try and find a geode then. Oh man, I've absolutely lucked out with this. The first geode I found is right by the biome. Like literally that one on the map there is where we need to be. That couldn't be closer. That's so good. I don't have my end chest on me, so this little lamp will have to do here. But yeah, my plan is I will expose all of the sides of these here little amethyst grower blocks. Budding amethyst. And I'll make an in-game timer that'll go off about every 2 hours, which means that it'll only go off while I'm in the area loading it. Because having it on my phone would be a pain, because then even if I wasn't loading it, it'd still make me go down here. And I'll have that going on all the way up there, back where I'm farming. And every 2 hours of in-game time, I will come in here and I'll harvest all the amethyst with my fortune, and that should be quite productive. There's a lot of budding amethyst blocks in here too. But let's transform this and expose all these bits. This sound is heavenly. Oh, I love it so much. I can't wait to make a massive floor out of this somewhere. Okay, I've gotten rid of all of the normal amethyst around here. Now we've only got the budding. And this is a lot of budding amethyst for a small one like this. Or a medium, probably. But now I just need to uncover a 3x3 around all of them. Well, I guess technically I can just do the edges, but you know, for ease of access, I'll do this 3x3. So that as much as possible can grow. Obviously, not all of it. And there's some inefficiencies in that I mined a couple of the budding amethyst by accident, which I was heartbroken every single time. They gotta make it take longer to mine than that. But it is what it is. Let's get all of this mined out. I am pretty sure that I have now gotten all of these fully exposed, and so that means they all should be growing. I don't know if I'll need another one after this, but I guess if I find one, I'll turn it. The only thing with this though is I don't know how I'm gonna like make pathways to all this. It'll be an engineering problem for sure. I will go up and I will continue work on that moss thing. Alright, so now I just need to build that here somewhere, and I think underground, just here, will be perfect. And with that, the system is complete. We have a stack of stuff in total in there, going back and forth, and we have all the stuff in here right now, and then once it all empties out into that chest, this bell will start going off, and that'll be 2 hours, and that means I need to go and harvest all of the amethyst. So now we can finally get back to mossing up this place. I cannot wait. It's gonna look incredible. It almost looks done when you stand here, to be honest. So the smoothing is going very well. We almost have a completely smooth plains biome here, which honestly, that could be the video title in itself. Forget about the moss. Smooth plains biome. Look at it. I could make it smoother by like flattening it actually, but no. It's just shiny now. It's all smooth. It's so clean. Yeah, I've got to deal with all of that and a bit more in the middle there. But then we can start spreading in the last stretch of spreading. You thought you could hide. No, sir. No one can hide here. On that ominous note, let's get back to the smoothing. Alright, at long last, I have finished smoothing out this biome. It is now perfectly smooth plains biome. Not perfect. I had to leave some flowers for the bees because I was afraid they'd get lost going to farther lands to get all of their flowers. But other than that, this is smooth, barren wasteland. And oh, it looks like I forgot to burn the rest of that tree. Just collect that. I can't wait to see this done. There really is nothing left to do but start spreading. Alright, progress update. We are, I'd say, about a 16th of the way done. And I've been through a lot of my bone meal. But more importantly, how lame is it that moss can't travel up walls? Like, why it only stays on like the surface bits, but that's so, I don't know, I just think that's so lame. You should be able to spread moss to walls, is what I'm saying. They should spread something about filling in the moss in like little sections, like I'm doing here. Like I'm just making the outline for it right now. But I'll zoom out in a sec, and well, zoom out. I create like a little border, and then I fill it in, and something about that just really scratches my brain, like very nicely. It's still a long way to go, but we are zooming through this. I finished up the area around the bees now, so that means that I could get rid of those ugly little flowers that were ruining, well, it's not really ruining the smoothness at this point, but I planted some of the azaleas, and I really hope the bees like it. It's turning night, so I won't be able to see just now. If I come back in the morning, I really want to see them go for the flowered azalea. Oh, so it looks like they can go off the saplings as well. I didn't know that. That's really cool. So I didn't even need to grow up those trees yet, but wow. Or is it just stuck on it? I'll find out in a second when it's pollinated or not. Oh, no, it can. It can. They can go off the flowered bushes. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. I guess we won't see them use this as much, but that's still really nice. We're about halfway now, and we're getting a little taste of what the finished thing will look like. You know, minus the trees grown, obviously. But there's still all this to deal with, so I gotta crack on. A creeper just exploded over here, but I think instead of covering it up, though I easily could, you know, there's a lot of access to moss, I'm just gonna integrate it, you know? Adds a little bit of culture. Oh, okay, that's a bit far, man. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. But anyway, yeah, look at this. That's kind of cute. It's like its own little ecosystem down there. It's like almost a lush cave, a lush crater, I guess. I am so close to the end, I can taste it. Look at this, only that little patch left. But also, I only have 3 more stacks of bone meal. We are into the last of it. Just a couple more to go. It looks like it could very well be just perfect if I do these tactically. But I'm gonna need to get more regardless, I realize, because I haven't got any trees here yet. And that's probably gonna take a stack or 2 on its own. And you know what? I will call that perfect. I know that I could have just stopped anywhere and been like, oh, it was perfect. But I'd say that was really good. That's a beautiful sight right there. That's that Optifine grass, but it's not even Optifine. This is so good. What a nice shade. But yeah, 2 things to do now. First of all, I'm gonna check on that timer to see if it was actually working, and then consequently check on the amethyst geode. You know, see if it's farming time. Has this progressed? It has. So in reality, it's only about half an hour left. But I'll check. Okay, so we hop in here and oh yeah, look at this. This is so cool. Oh, I can hardly walk around in here. Oh, I should have foreseen this. Oh, this is really cool though. I really like how this has turned out. Alright. Thank you for coming to your amethyst appointment. That will be all. Anyway, now I need to go and get more bone. Okay, I'm just really hoping that my mob farm over here has produced more skeletons than I collected before. 'Cause I just took it from my main chest, not the one over here, and whoa, drum roll please. Yeah, okay, we're still in, but as I was flying in, did I notice this? I want to get it on camera, but if you look on the map, you can actually see it changing to moss. Look at that. How cool is that? It actually now just blends in with the rest of the forest. But that's so cool. We visually changed the map, and it's a big map too. That rarely happens. Oh. I'm very proud of that. The map too, but mainly falling in that hole. Alright, the way I've decided to measure it is I go about with like 3 like sprint jumps, and then I do the one closest to me, or like thereabouts. Obviously, like that one, it doesn't work, but yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then there we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's a nice little system. It seems to make them, like, sparse enough. Alright, the answer is quite well spread out. I'm a fan. I guess areas like there, maybe here and there. Those need a couple more. I don't want to go too ham though. I feel like you just adjust and adjust and adjust, and then it's way too much. I'll make those small changes and report back. And it would seem, without realizing it, that I've actually finished this now. Well, at least all of the moss placing bit. There's a couple more things that I need to do. Like find the bits that I missed. Although you would never know. Like, even on the map you can't see. But yeah, so yeah, get those little bits that I missed. And I'm gonna need a nice little map marker right in the middle here, so I don't locate by the amethyst geode, and make a nether portal. So let's get the wool box out. So now let's find the center here. Yeah, here we go. And moss biome. Cool. Alright, that's now a mainstay of this world. I thought something that could look cool for the portal, which I'm gonna put nicely in the middle, is if I added some amethyst to it, because I feel like the kind of purple in the portal doesn't have any pairings other than just obviously like the purple wools and stuff. But with the amethyst, I think that has changed. So doing more than just corners. I forgot to bring the obsidian for the corners. I'm not poor, I swear. Here we go. So I get that. I get some clusters on here. Alright, these are some wacky shapes. I'm very into that. That just ties it in so nicely. I think that will be the last addition to this biome here. So yeah. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Please like the video if you enjoyed, and maybe hit a little subscribe. It would be appreciated. If you ever want to see more like this.